Okay, maybe you tempted to try the square root method on this, and one of the problems is if you did that, you'd be taking the square root of 4x, not a number. So when we're using the square root rule, we want it to be a number. So I'm going to suspect that maybe we're back at the zero product rule. So I want to write this down as 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1. That's what square means, and you get 4x on this side of here. I'm going to kind of multiply it out or simplify it, and what do you get there? 9x squared. You get minus 3x plus 1 equals 4x. Again, we're using the zero product rule. What do you get here? 9x squared minus 6x, minus 3x minus 3x minus 6x. Let's see, plus 1. That equals 4x. 9x squared. And then we're going to take 4x from both sides, minus 10x plus 1 equals 0. So looking at this thing over here, I'm going to say, I'm going to try to factor it now. And again, we're using a zero product rule. We got the 0, but I'm looking for a product now. And for a lot of students, it's very difficult to factor. And we have rules for it as well. Like we have the AC rule. We could also complete and square, a variety of things. But I'm thinking trial and error doesn't work bad, but it is frustrating, especially if you're trying things and you don't know what trying means. That's very frustrating. All right. So I'm going to say 1 and 1. And then I'm going to say minus minus. Let's see if that works. I get 9x squared. And then you get, let's see, minus, let's see, that's not going to work, is it? Let's try again. I'm going to erase it. I'll try again. So 3x and 3x didn't work. So I guess the only thing else I could try is 9x and 1x. And for 1, again, I want to point out what trial and error is. I'm kind of looking at this. Those two things. I'm not looking at the middle yet. I'm going to put 1 and 1 down. Well, now I'm going to look at the middle. I see the minus sign, so I'm going to try that now and see if that works. I'd hate to say it works when it doesn't try it. That's what trial and error is all about. What do you get there? 9x squared. That works beautifully. Then you get minus 9x minus 1x. That's minus 10x. That works beautifully. And you do get plus 1. Right? So it works nicely. This is the correct factorization. Then what do? I set the factors equal to 0. I'm using a zero product rule. And x minus 1 equals 0. Well, the second equation is really simple to write down. It's going to be x, the solution is x equals 1. The first one, a little more challenging. It's 9x equals 1. And then I divide both sides by 9. I get 1/9. So I have an answer over here, and I'll write this down for you. The solution to this problem is going to be x equals 1 or x equals 1/9. I'll put a box in this over here. And I'm going to check it. And where do you check it? Right over here. Which one's the easy one to check? One's easy to check. Let's write it down. What do you get? Well, we get 3 minus 1, which is 2. And 2 squared is equal to, 4 times 1, which is 4. That works beautifully. Now, 1/9 is more complicated, but let's write that down. 3 times 1/9 is 1/3. Minus 1 squared. What do you get on the other side? 4/9. Right? This is more complicated. I got to do the arithmetic. I want to see if it's true, by the way. So 1/3 minus 1 is going to be minus 2/3. And you should realize that when minus 2/3 is squared, you get 4/9. Both answers work correctly. Thank you.